Next, I will explain about the social psychological impact of over-tourism. Over-tourism does not only affect the environment and economy, but it is also affect the people emotionally and psychologically. For local residents, too many tourists can create stress, frustration, and anger. Residents may feel that daily life is being disturbed because of the traffic congestion, noise, overcrowding, and rising living costs. This situation can lead to anti-tourism behavior or tourism phobia, where local people start rejecting tourists completely. A good example is Barcelona in 2017, where the residents protested using the slogan "Tourists go home." For tourists themselves, overcrowding also reduces the satisfaction when destinations become too crowded. Visitors cannot enjoy the experience properly. According to Doxy Irritation Index shown in this slide, resident attitude can change from welcoming tourists to eventually becoming hostile towards them. This proves that over-tourism can damage both community relationship and visitor experience. Based on Mihalik article and our own analysis, several solutions can help reduce the over-tourism. First is controlling tourist numbers. Destination can introduce visitor quotas, daily limits, or booking system. For example, Pulau Sipadan only allow 120 permit per day to protect marine ecosystem. Second is promoting responsible tourism behavior. Tourism should be educated to respect local culture, reduce waste, and protect the environment. Third is this diversifying tourism destination. Government should promote lesser known destinations so tourists are spread more evenly instead of concentrating in one area only. And another important solution is involving local communities in tourism planning. Local residents should have a voice in decision making because that they are the one most affected by the tourism activity. And finally, the government needs stronger policy, better governance. Tourism development should not only focus on profit but must also consider environmental and social sustainability. Now, I will discuss our critique and comment on Mihalik models. One weakness is that this model is very theoretical. Although the framework is comprehensive, it can be difficult to implement in a real-world situation, especially in developing countries with a limited resource or weak governance. And another issue is that the economic interests still dominate tourism development. Many destinations continue prioritizing tourist arrival and revenue because the tourism is a major source of income. Although Mihaly explained this issue clearly, the article does not provide a strong political solution to overcome the economic pressure behind the over-tourism. And from our class discussion in HTT 680, we learned that sustainability is not only about theory but also about the implementation. Without strong leadership, strict enforcement, and cooperation between the stakeholders, sustainability tourism will only remain as a concept and not become reality. Next is a case study section. First example is Pulau Sipadan. Due to excessive diving activities, coral reefs started to be becoming damaged. To solve these issues, the government introduced a limit of 120 diving permits per day. This shows how strong governance can help control over tourism. The second example is Kota Kinabalu. Rapid tourism growth has caused congestion, noise, and rising living costs, especially around the Gaya Street in the waterfront area. Residents are beginning to feel irritated, which reflect Toxi Irritation Index. And the final example is Sampurna. Tourist number increased faster than the local infrastructure development. This has created pressure on the environment and also affected the Bajau community traditional lifestyle. This case study show that over-tourism is not only a global issue, but it also happening here, locally in Sabah. In conclusion, over-tourism show that sustainable tourism has still not been properly implemented in many destinations around the world, even though the sustainability framework already exists, but there are still a large gap between theory and actual practice. Tourism development must balance these three important aspects: economic sustainability, environmental protection, and social well-being. This requires cooperation from all the stakeholders, including governments, local communities, tourism industry, and of course, the tourists themselves. If over-tourism is not managed properly, destination may lose their environmental quality, cultural identity, and visitor satisfaction in the future. So that's it from me. Thank you.